Haven't made a live video in a while, and I was gifted a couple of pieces of opal, so I thought I'd do some polishing. May as well do a live, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do a live. I have this Cab King polisher. It has 8-inch wheels, and the grit goes 50, 200, 500, 800, 1200, and 3000. Oh, and welcome to Gary's Travels and Adventures. I don't know if I said that or not. Anyways, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please consider subscribing. And man, I got so many things I want to be, put out. So stay tuned. I got lots of videos and lots of ideas and lots of traveling and lots of rocks and just all kinds of stuff I want to make videos of. And so yeah, let's go ahead and let's get started on this. We're going to polish up this piece of opal. Pretty piece. Was gifted to me by my friend Amy. She found it when I think she was in Utah, I believe, or Nevada. I can't remember. Anyways, it's a beautiful piece. So let's go ahead and get started. And always remember to wear your safety gear. I'm going to go ahead and start with the 200 grit because it doesn't really need much shaping. Coming up pretty nice. Polishing up piece of opal. Was gifted to me by my friend Amy. In case you just came, thanks and welcome to, thanks for coming and welcome to Gary's Travels and Adventures. Today I'm going to be polishing up this piece of opal on my Cab King polisher. It has 8-inch wheels and it goes 50 grit, 200 grit, 500 grit, 800 grit, 1200 grit, and 3000 grit. I went ahead and I started with the 200 grit because this is a pretty soft stone. I don't need to really go hardcore with it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move on to the 500 grit. Coming out nice. Gonna go ahead and move on to the 800 grit. There we go. It's coming out looking pretty nice. I like to leave one side rough. Trying to read the bottom, sorry. Anyways, thanks for joining Gary's Travels and Adventures. Today we're polishing up this piece of Opal using the Cab King polisher, 8-inch wheels. I started on 200 grit, went 500, just did 800. Now I'm going to do 1200 grit, and then we'll finish it off with the 3000 grit. And if we get to the end and it's not too shiny, I'll throw some rouge on it and polish it up a little more. But I think it's coming out pretty nice. So we're gonna move on to 1200 grit. Here we go. Not too bad. It's looking pretty good. Okay, we're gonna finish up by heading on to the 3000 grit, polishing up this piece of Opal using the Cab King polisher. Here we go. Okay, it's dried off. See if there's any scratches we need to work on. But I think this sucker came out nice. Yep, no scratches. That piece came out beautiful. Check it out if you're watching, Amy. It's a nice piece. Let me try something else. See what else we got here. I like doing hearts. Let's see. If at any time you got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Got a lot of this candy rock and rhyolite. Maybe we'll polish up another piece of this. If you guys got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And if I don't know, I will find out and let you know. Let's do this heart. This piece of candy rock from New Mexico. That's where I live. Southern New Mexico, a town called Truth to Consequences. And this white rhyolite, it's all over the place out here. Beautiful stone. Okay, so I'm gonna start again, and I use this Cab King polisher. Has 8-inch wheels. It goes from 50 grit to 200 grit, 500 grit, 800 grit, 1200 grit, and 3000 grit. And at the end, if I polish it and it's kind of dull, then I hit it with a cloth polishing wheel and put rouge on it. That usually shines it up pretty good. But I'm gonna go ahead and polish up this heart and see how it comes out. Coming out nice. I usually use the first two wheels to shaping, for shaping, and then move on to the polishing part with the last four wheels. So the 50 grit and the 200 grit, that's usually what I use for shaping the stone. Thanks for joining, appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. Polishing up a piece of Candy Rock Rhyolite from here in southern New Mexico using the Cab King polisher. The Cab King polisher. It has 8-inch wheels. And goes 50, 200, 500, 800, 1200, and 3000 grit. I've got it somewhat shaped. So now I'm going to move on to the 200 grit, finish shaping it, and then we'll move on to the polishing part. Yeah, I think I got it shaped exactly how I want it. Sides are rounded, and I like leaving one side in the rough, so you can see what the stone came looking like. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to the 500 grit and start polishing this bad boy up. that first polishing wheel, usually what I do is it's kind of rough when you go from 1 2 and then to 3. And on the third wheel, I usually polish it until it's soft. And then I just start moving on down the wheels. And again, we're polishing up a piece of Candy Rock Rhyolite from here in southern New Mexico. I don't know if you're familiar with the stone or not, but it's pretty plentiful down here. It's a beautiful stone. I like the stripes that are in it. And it comes looking all different kind of ways. That's one. This is a little bit darker version. Usually some really nice stuff. Lots of color in it. Sometimes it gets mixed with jasper. That's a good example. But we're gonna move on to wheel number 4. This is a 800 grit. I'm gonna continue polishing this bad boy up. Looking pretty good. Gonna move on to wheel number 5, 1200 grit. It's looking pretty nice. Looking pretty good. Gonna move on to wheel number 6, 3000 grit. Polishing up this piece of rhyolite. Thanks for joining. Welcome everybody that came in. I'm Gary. This is Gary's Travels and Adventures. Just about everything that deals with rocks, mining, rock hunting, cutting, polishing, selling, all that good stuff. If you're interested in any of the stuff you see me polish, let me know. I'd be willing to sell it to you. Okay, we're gonna move on to wheel number 6, 3000 grit. Okay, let's go ahead and dry it off, see if there's any scratches in it. We can kick it back on there and redo a little bit of it if there are. But it doesn't appear to be. It's nice and shiny. What do you guys think? Looks good, huh? Alright, well, that's gonna finish it for the night. I polished up too. That and this bad boy. And again, if you're interested, let me know. Up for sale. And once again, thanks for tuning in Gary's Travel Adventures. If this is something you enjoy, please consider subscribing. And we got lots of things planned, lots of trips and all kinds of stuff. We're just getting started. And thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.